Hello everyone, I have a new video for you with the newest product I have on my blog for sale. It's the much anticipated Marianne Designables, and there's a set of two, and this is the first one. I've got it on its side to kind of get it into the camera view better, and it is number DS0915. And the Designables, as you know, there is a tutorial on my blog on how to use them, but they are embossing and cutting folders, which is a new dynamic. I believe Marianne was the first one to come out with this concept, and they make beautiful accents, as you will see with my new designer that I'm welcoming in this video, made with this creation. So that's the first one, and the second one I want to show you that I have for sale is this one right here, and it is DS0916. And again, we have the embossing element and the cutting element to it, and you will see this in the designs made. I would like to welcome new to my blog and my design team is Kathy Lynn Kelcevic, and I hope I'm saying the right name correctly. Kathy Lynn, feel free to drop me an email if I mispronounced it or if I really made a mess of your last name. Kathy Lynn, I saw some of the samples she sent me in an email, and I just fell in love with her style, and I think you guys will love her too. So the first one I want to show you it's called a book card, and this is the one, I mean, she just did a phenomenal job with this. And I'm gonna get a little bit of light there. I'm gonna back out a little bit. This is amazing, and there's a lot of things going on here, so I want to go through this slowly so I can kind of go through it with you. Now, what she wrote to me is that this is called a book card, and she made the book from a tutorial from the blog Hannah's Hobby blog.blogspot.com, and I will try to put that on the bottom of my video so you can go to that link if you want to make one of these books, of a card book. And she used watercolor paper to make this, and she gave me what she used for this. But first I'm going to show you what it does. So we have this nice ribbon and a little catch here, and you open it up. And I just want to show you. This is so much fun, and who wouldn't like to receive this? And you just open it up, and there's this really cool latch she designed here that she has, and I like. And then you open it up, and ta-da! It's this wonderful dimensional book with treats inside, and those are the treats I chose because we had the warmer weather when Kathy Lynn sent me this, and she was afraid they would melt, and I can't blame her because this card is beautiful, and in the mail we had the hot weather. And I want to go over something else too, because I'm going to take the candy out because that will show one of the dies we have for sale. And there it is. Now, before Kathy showed me this, it came like this, and if you look very closely here, you can see it's kind of like a accordion, like there's folds in there. So where my mind went was a diorama box, and what I was thinking to do is for example, maybe cut out some photos of Buddy around him and like put some tabs here and make it dimensional, then maybe a tree in the background here, and maybe like something, a hunting scene. I could make like a pheasant flying through the sky or something. But I saw this as these tabs as to add things dimensional to. But in reality, it was a candy box. But I wanted to give you that idea because I do think you could very easily do that if you have those inserts that you can glue things to. You could easily and make this a wonderful three-dimensional diorama box. So that's really beautiful. Now I want to get into showing you this more closely because there are so many wonderful elements here. And let's see, I want to say what she had to say about it. The stamps are Magnolia Tilda with Daisy, from the Sweet Crazy Love 2012 collection. I do not sell Tilda or Magnolia stamps, but they're easy enough for you to find out there. And there's also this is Magnolia Tilda with the ponytail from the Sweet Rainbow 2011 collection. So if you're looking for those, you now have a little bit of a reference there. She colored the images with Copic sketch markers, and she did a beautiful job of her coloring skills. They're just very, very pretty. And the sentiments are from, she stamped with Memento bamboo leaves. So that's the memories, the sentiment there. And there is moments in time, the sentiment there. Again, that's none of this so far are things I sell, but just giving you the background of a card so you, if in case you want to reproduce it. Now we're getting into the stuff I have. The die cuts are Marianne Designables DS0915 cut and emboss folder. So that's the one we're selling today. And here it is. This is the cut and emboss folder, and see that edge. And then I'm going to bring you right here to show you, and I'm gonna bring that up really close to show you how beautifully that die cuts. And you can see where she inked it up to even give it. But see how nicely those little squares right there just cut. You did, if you were to do that with an X-Acto knife, it would be a pain. And then here's the embossing. You can see how nicely those little flowers emboss. And then I believe if I'm seeing this correctly, inside of here is the DS0916 right here, this Marianne Creatable. And you can see how beautifully this cuts out here and embosses too. So she used both of these elements to make this fabulous book card where it was meant to store the candy. And you can just see that they do deeply emboss and they do cut very nicely. Now I want to go over some other things in this lovely card. She said that she also used the Marianne LR0202, and that's this die right here. I had that for sale a few weeks ago. It was very popular, Marianne Creatable die, and you can see how lovely that cuts. It's not part of this collection, but I still have those in stock if you would like to order one. And then she also used some Tim Holtz hardware findings, and I'm going to guess that that might be this little locket, as looks Tim Holtzy to me. She also used Joycraft's 6002-0029 oval, and let's see, that I believe would be right here, this oval right here, I believe. And off the top of my head I can't say that, but this doesn't look like a Joycraft oval. That looks like a simpler oval, but this right here. So I'm going to say that that's the one that she used. And I do have the Joycraft's 6002-0029 oval for sale too. And she used the Martha Stewart 5-leaf branch punch, and that must be on these flowers here. And she also used the Fisker's Daisy in 2 sizes, so I would guess that's the daisy. And I do have lots of dies that you can reproduce with these daisies. You want to look into the early Marianne flowers or the Joycraft's flowers. I have those too. But again, I want to show you, I want to focus in. We can see how beautiful this is. Oh, and let's see. The paper was K & Company Classic K Charlotte, if you're interested in the paper. And also just some plain yellow paper distressed with Tim Holtz Shabby Shutters ink. And then the embellishments are Flowers by Recollections, Charm by Recollections. Oh, the charm was by Recollections, so Tim Holtz must have been something else. Not sure. And then there's Ranger Crackle Paint in antique linen, Bias Binding, Viva Decor Creme Pearl pens, and she also used a Fisker's paper edger. So there's a lot of things in there if you are looking to see. And those are the things you can see various throughout she used if you're interested in reproducing this card or looking at it. And again, I'd like to point out that this part right here, this embossed and cut, is one of the designables that I'm selling for this. And then here is another one. So it's a great background stamp. It's here in the background. You can see it cut out, and you can kind of see Tilda deep in thought there. And then again, the other one inside here. So she used all three to make this card. And in the back, you can kind of see, I think, the K & Company paper. So, oh, and this is the Martha Stewart. I know this is a Martha Stewart punch. I think it's one of the traditional eyelet punches too. And she used there. So there's a lot of elements, beautiful, that she used to make this, and you could recreate it. And Kathy Lynn is going to have this on her blog. So as usual with anything, my paper is going all over the place here. You can always email my designers and ask them a question on anything they made if there's something you wanted to know. But just a beautiful card. Now I'm going on to the next one, and this is called the a card that she did. I'm gonna put it up here, and you can see there's a lot going on in this card too for me to get through, and a lot of this stuff is recognizable to me, and I can kind of help us out now because some of the dies are familiar to me. So the first thing I want to point out is the die we're selling for this release. Right here is the cutout in embossing. You can see like the half a flower here and this beautiful cutout. And again, I want to get closer to that so you can see how that cuts out so nice. And then we have some dies here that I do sell. This is CR. It's a Craftables Marianne 1206 basket. Again, not for sale on this release. And I love how she put the foil paper in the background. And then she also has here the Cherry Lynn DL1112 are the butterflies, and they also come with angel wings, but she didn't use the angel wings here. She cut them in something I thought was very clever. She cut them 3 times in the ivory kind of paper, then the metallic paper, and then in a sparkle paper. And when you layer the 3 of those, the effect is quite stunning how that is. And then the ribbon off to the side here. And then I did want to point out over here, overlaid on it on the corner, is LRO 200, which was a very popular corner, and it went with this one, which was part of the set that I had for sale a few weeks ago, LR0201. It's a border. So these are a lot of Dutch crafts that I have that she used in to make the element of this card. And then the ribbon is Bow Easy. She used to make a bow from Aqua Offray ribbon, 1.5 inches. The heart charm is just something she said she had in her stash. And I think we've gone through the other elements here. And we're going to open the card up. And we see this beautiful design here. Now, she did something clever here. She cut the DS0916, the die we're selling here, twice and lined them up to get this see-through effect. You can see my fingers there, and I love when cards have peekaboos to them, and that's very nice. And this has been a very popular die. This is a Craftables, I believe it's the 1205 butterfly. And again, she did that triple layering of the butterfly, and it just gives this really nice effect. I've only double layered, never thought to triple. And there's that ribbon again following through to follow the outside of the card to the inside. And then we'll go through here, and we have again the edges of that LRO201 border die. which is a Creatables, and this is a Craftables die. This is the smaller basket. I believe it's CR1209. And then this is I know this is a Creatables die. It's LR0154, and it is back in stock. Many of you, this was on a card that I think Janae had made, and many of you wanted it, and I ran out and got most of them back into you who wanted them, but some of you still might be wondering if this came back in stock, and it is at the moment. Probably run out of it again after this card, but you can see how she tucked this in, and again, there's the die we're selling in this release. It is DS0916, and just again how beautifully cut and embosses there. And then onto the back is just plain, but I like her little signature stamp that she had made up there. So let's see if I missed anything. There's a Martha Stewart floral band in here, a double edge. Let me see if I can find the Martha Stewart. That must, oh, here it is right there. That's a Martha Stewart punch. And this is the Fiskars, it's called the Fiskars Mini Delicate Butterfly, if you're looking for where those butterflies came. And it's metallic paper and Wausau paper and Astro Parch is what it's called, and glitter cardstock. And she also used to make her corners a corner chomper, the 1/2-inch one. And she said the wings of the butterflies are flat for shipping, but they are 3 layers, so they bend up and look 3D. And the butterflies are on the front and the inside of the card, and again I did show that to you. Just really a beautiful element there, so just such a nice card. And then the last card she made for this release is a wow card, white on white. Paula taught me that term, and this is just such an amazingly beautiful card. And she said that this could be used for sympathy, communion, or another suitable purpose. And you can just see, and again, I'm gonna bring it up close. You can see there is the die we're releasing with the embossing, and then she's added some other elements to here, which I'll get to, but I just want to show you the card first. Look at the inside. I hope with the white on white you can see this. This is another designable. This is, I believe, DS0907, which I do have for sale, and that's gorgeous because she tied in the different designables, and I'm going to go through some of the other items that are used in this card. So we have, for what we have, again, the designable here that I'm selling for this release. This is Marianne's Creatable. I believe it's LR0143, this corner here. And then we have the Diversions die. That's the cross that I had for sale not too long ago. It's Iron Whispers, and it's DSV 4x4 108 is the number if you're interested in that. It was very popular. This is a Martha Stewart's punch, infinite loops, and it's a double edge punch. Very nice punch. She used her Bow Easy to make the bow, and she used Deco Glimmer Dust was applied to the cross to give it that shiny, very kind of glittery feel to it. And the flowers and pearl spray were from her stash. And she, the brad right there in the heart, the dove, is a Recollections brad. And she said that she loved these Marianne cut and die boss and folder because they were pure elegance. And this card, I think, just shows how elegant that would be. And then I want to go inside. And again, show you this corner. Should look familiar. That's the LR0200 corner, and that again looks like the Martha Stewart punch. And this is not the designable that's for sale in this release. It's an older one, the 907 one. And there it is again inside the card, again with that LRO 200 being used there. And I just want to pan out a little bit to show you how pretty that is. And you can just see right there how gorgeous that white on white and how elegant that is. I've always liked white on white, and on the back she signed it. So I want to thank Kathy for doing such a beautiful release. And these cards are involved and would be work to make, but they are beautiful presents to give, and she's done the hard work and given you the ideas on how to make them, and now you just have to copy. And you have again, she'll have them posted on her blog so they're not moving around. If you want to look at them for stability, give her a couple of days to post them, because I post mine first. And I just really think she did a wonderful job. If you're interested in ordering the dies, please visit my blog for pricing information and how to order. Everything's listed nice and neat there. And send me an email and I will send you a PayPal invoice and send them out to you. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope everyone's doing well. Take care and see you next time. Bye-bye.